Hey, excellent. So, hi Aditya, how are you?
Hi, Dr. Claire. I'm doing good. What about you?
I am doing very well, very busy, but
Mm-hmm.
very excited to speak to you
Mm-hmm.
because want to actually get around to talking to all the teachers that are on National Tutors, so that people get an idea of who you are, what you do, what your background is, and why you want to be part of National Tutors. So, let's start with, can you tell us a bit about your background? How did you get to where you are at the moment? Tell us about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Sure. It's been 10 years since I started teaching online. I
Hmm.
started my career in an online tutoring center where I used to teach US students remotely. And after that, I started teaching students in the US school districts as a virtual teacher. And after that, with the passage of time, I explored UK curriculum. I
Yeah,
started teaching GCSEs, IGCSEs, A levels, IBDP, MYP, and lot these things I
yeah,
started teaching. Uh, and last year we just met, and I just thought that's a great opportunity to work
yeah,
with you
yeah.
and to just add one more kind of experience in my career, as well
Mm,
as a kind of uh, student's perspective. It's been an amazing journey till now, and I've been uploading courses and all, and
yeah,
it gives me a lot
yeah.
of satisfaction. Yeah, the way everything is everything is going to very smooth, and I really like it. And
Yeah.
thank you so much to
Yeah,
you
no,
that
it's
you have
lovely.
given me an opportunity.
You are a great addition because I always say to people when
Mhm,
about your course, especially like you're doing maths year 7 and 8. I was like, oh, this is he's lovely. His voice. I always find your voice so
mhm,
calming and just it's just like I could like listen to it all day. So it's really nice. So, and I
uh,
think a lot of the students that come through to national tutors are looking now for home eds, got anxiety, they're stressed, and
mhm,
having having that person that is really calm and just really natural is really nice. And
mhm,
you can see one of your a couple is it one or a couple of your lessons on our YouTube channel, and it's on our website on your page as well, so you'll have to
mhm.
watch and listen. So that's really good. What are your qualifications? So why have you got into maths?
I hold a master's degree, and I also got some qualification about teaching. In Indian certification. I've got some
Yeah,
Indian certification of teaching. So yeah, that's all about my qualifications. But
yeah,
what I feel, my experience and the kind of capability, it's beyond the qualifications. The experience I gained till now, and I'm still a kind of learning. I'm a kind of lifelong learner. So I'm still adding things, in my
yeah,
whatever I have learned till now, and I'll keep on. I'll just keep on adding everything. I'll keep
yeah.
this just journey going on, and in that way I
Absolutely.
feel like, yeah, that doesn't only help me but also help my students to
Yeah,
have a better kind of structure that I provide to them. So yeah,
yeah,
that worked out for me.
totally.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement.
Mhm,
Every day, I'm addicted to learning. I'm now training to be a
mhm,
coach because
mhm.
I think that the way you coach will be really good for students as well. So that's why I'm doing it, and it's just to make that learning environment so accessible and more beneficial for the students, isn't it? So
Exactly.
it's we're good. But in general, have you seen a lot more online resources and education in the past few years? And
See, internet is full of content, but
mm,
sometimes we have to struggle to get the appropriate content.
mm,
And the National Tutor is a great place to find a diverse variety. We have a lot of courses, we have almost every academic subject. So for student perspective, it's very useful and to just get the course of their need and
yeah,
get benefit of that.
yeah, yeah. Well,
Mhm,
I've just had a phone call from a parent, and they were considering homeschooling, but they were looking, searching the web, and we pop up, and they're like, "Wow, this is brilliant!" Because
mhm.
there is a lot of content. Don't get me wrong, there is a lot. YouTube is
Yeah,
brilliant,
yeah.
but do they know exactly what
Yes,
what videos to watch? Do they get
exactly.
resources with it? Do they get
Mhm,
opportunity to contact someone that actually knows what they're talking about. It's a minefield out there. So that's what I want to provide. It's that structure, that support, and so
Mm-hmm.
forth. So yeah, that's why I do it. I mean, there are other companies, but
Mm-hmm.
we want to go above and beyond. We want to have that personal touch and also provide the variety of courses. We have a lot of different courses, and that's what I want to talk about, because you also do IB, which I I must admit I'm not really clued up on IB. You
Mm-hmm.
do maths IB on National Tutors, so that is an option. Can you tell us a bit about IB? Who would take that? Why would they take that? And so
Mm-hmm.
forth.
Yeah, sure. Currently, IBDP, that is IB Diploma Program, offers two courses: applications and applications and interpretation, and analysis and approaches. So
Yeah.
AA and AI. Yeah, there are two short forms of that. So if you talk about analysis and approaches, that is a kind of more rigorous course that involves high-level mathematical concepts. Students who love problem solving,
Hmm.
mathematical theories, and all. So they often opt for that. And students who wish to go to universities with higher mathematics related concepts and topics, like the subjects that they're more aligned with higher mathematics, basically that analysis and approaches is for them.
Yeah.
It also has two levels, a standard level and higher level. So based on the student's requirement, students can opt their course. Similarly, we have applications and interpretation. It's more about data, modeling things uh,
Mm.
according to the daily life, and
Yeah.
not modeling maths, correlating mathematics to the daily life. So kind of things
Yeah.
which are basically, we have a kind of portion similar in both the courses, but there are certain differences based on
Yeah.
the student's requirement. They opt for either for AA, that is analysis and approaches, or applications and interpretation.
Yeah. So this is I know my cousin did IB, but is it instead of A levels? So it's for that 16 to
Uh,
18 year olds, or is
it's
there a
it's equivalent to a level, actually. Yeah, either you do A levels,
yeah,
then, or you can do this IBDP. So from International Baccalaureate, you start
yeah,
from PYP, MYP, and then for IBDP. Just like in our general UK boards, like we start from KS3 key stage levels.
yeah,
After that, we have GCSEs and A levels, like that.
yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
excellent. So I quite like what you said, that the IB, because
Hmm.
lots of people that struggle with maths go,
Hmm.
what is the point of learning GCSE maths? When are we ever going to want to know the cosine and blah, blah, blah? When are we ever going to use that? But this IB one links in
Hmm.
real life problems where
Exactly.
maths
Yeah.
is important.
Hmm.
That
That's why
that's
That's the reason IB just initially, like a few years ago, these courses were not introduced. We only had higher level, standard level, and mathematical studies. But after that, I think from 3 4 years back, what happened? They just divided the courses according to the student's requirement. So
mm,
whatever is your kind of interest, based on that, you can opt for your course and start studying. And then after, you can just make your career. You can enroll in
yeah,
university, and then after, yeah, you can just go
yeah.
with that. Hmm.
Oh, I think it's a great option, but obviously, like you've got, yeah. If people want to take the IB course, I would recommend that instead of A level. Well,
Hmm.
my youngest, she's going into
Hmm.
year 11, doing her GCSEs next year, but she wants to do maths A level. But you never know, I might persuade her to do to do the IB. You
It's
never
okay.
know.
Hmm.
So that's brilliant. So what else could national tutors do you think, that would benefit people and families? How else?
The first thing, I feel that it has high educational standards, right?
Mm,
And being an educator, that aligns my values.
yeah,
We have a community of very professional and experienced teachers.
yeah,
So as I said, I'm a kind of lifelong learner. I keep scrolling, I keep exploring the website, and I see different tutors, how they deliver their lesson, and I
yeah,
still learn from them.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and of course, mhm,
absolutely. Yeah.
I still yeah, and
Yeah.
mhm.
So as
Apart from
teachers,
that,
yeah, as teachers, we need to
mhm,
watch other teachers as well
exactly, exactly,
to learn
yeah.
and just get a bit refreshment. Yeah,
Exactly, yeah. And
yeah.
apart from that, we have a diverse variety of courses.
Mm,
Students don't have to go anywhere else once they just
no,
land to our webpage.
yeah.
And apart from that, very important, your patience and dedication and support is
Yeah,
incredible.
I know.
Yeah,
I've got
I've been,
that dream. That dream will be achieved.
hmm
And
I've
what
been,
we
hmm
and we want to add as well our well-being section. So that will be coming because I think it's very
hmm
important not only have
Yes,
knowledge,
yes,
but to manage students'
exactly.
well-being. There's
That's
so
also
much
important. Yeah, I've been
going to.
observing you. I've been observing you for the last year, and your work is incredible, and I really
Oh,
appreciate the
thank
hard work
you.
you are doing.
It's not just
Yeah.
me, okay? I
hmm
must admit, website, everything. I take absolutely no no credit to the website because that was George. He's my marketing guy. He's been with me for years.
hmm
He's just brilliant. And then I've got Kate as well, who does all the social media posts, the YouTube channel. That really looks good. And
hmm
I want more maths and maths advice and things like that, and English advice on there. So I will be pestering, but this will be on the
hmm
YouTube channel as well soon.
hmm
But yeah, Kate does a newsletter as well, offering like free advice to parents because I think it's really important parents get that support as well. Because
hmm
I don't know, but I mean, I've got three kids. They go into
hmm
school, they do something, and then they come home. They don't tell you what they've done.
hmm
Parents that aren't teachers do not know what goes on in school, what they learn, how their day is, or anything like that. Um, so I think, yeah. So having that newsletter for parents is important because they have to be able to support their kids at home, whether they choose home ed or to keep in school. So that's what we're there for as well. So
Yeah.
it's all coming together. Give it another year,
hmm
and we'll
Yeah.
be
That's a
we'll
great,
have it
that's a
all
great,
singing and
mhm.
dancing. Yeah.
That's a great trait in your personality that you give credit to all the team. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Oh,
I really like it.
honestly, it's
Yeah,
not just me. I it would not get this
exactly.
far if it wasn't for other people, and
hmm
then you guys as well. Like just having that trust and that belief in this website and what
hmm
we're creating for families is just it's just I couldn't do it without everybody else. I'm just like kind of in the middle, sort of firing off different things and putting it all
Don't worry.
together. So yeah, but
We'll
it's brilliant. I love it.
we'll together, yeah, reach the milestones that we want. Exactly.
Yeah, see, when people sign up, I like to say, "Welcome to the family." It is like that.
hmm
It's like you aren't
Exactly.
going to sign up and then we leave you. It's
hmm
we are there all the time. If you have a question, you can email, and we will do our best to answer
hmm
that, based on what we know and our experience. So yeah, you're not alone. I've had that experience before, signed up for an online course. They sent the documents through and pretty much left us to it. And I was like, that's not going to happen. I can do better than that. And
Awesome.
I'm getting there. So yes,
Yes,
it's all
yes.
good. But anyway,
hmm
thank you. Thank you so much for chatting with me. Can
hmm
you, to finalise, I always like to end with a question. Can you give any advice to a student about maths? What would be your like maybe a top two things that you would suggest about maths to help people with
hmm
maths?
Exactly. See, what happens, first thing that students, it's just not mathematics, whatever subjects they are in, they have to be organized. They just learn how to stay organized, right?
Yeah,
Uh, that help them to have their efforts in a better way.
yeah,
Apart from that, particularly for mathematics, start taking notes. The more you do questions, the more you practice things,
yeah,
that will actually make you perfect in mathematics.
yeah,
And obviously, there are lots of resources available on our website or on our internet. We have kind of supplementary content like worksheets,
yeah,
notes. Even myself upload session notes in every courses, so students take the advantage of that.
yeah,
And as you were telling that, we should also learn something about their well-being because that's
yeah.
also very important,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Balancing, yeah, balancing study and having rest, having
Yeah,
proper sleep and physical activities, having workout. So they have to just do everything in balance. Keep
yes,
playing sports, everything they have, whatever they want to do, they can do.
yeah,
And they can utilize the online resources. Nowadays, we have phones, etc. So again, that's another kind of thing that what a lot of content is there on internet,
mm,
but it's you that you have to think what time I'm giving. No matter, yeah, you can just watch things. You can have some entertainment. You can have some fun,
Mm.
but try to have the balance.
Yeah,
Keep
you need that
things
balance.
together. Yeah, keep that
Yeah,
balance, and in that way, stay organized. Keep yourself healthy. Have physical and mental health on priority, and after that, everything you will succeed. There is no way
yeah,
that you can actually
yeah,
get failed. Yeah.
yeah. It's not about the quantity, it's about the
Hmm.
quality
Quality.
of
Yeah.
your study time.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I always say this about maths. It's like just practice, practice, practice the questions. It's
Hmm.
like when I say with science, it's like past papers, you've got to do them. Keep going, get those model answers and keep practicing. And you'll see patterns in those answers that you go, oh, I've written this
Exactly.
before.
Hmm.
It's just the way forward. And
Well.
Pickles thinks the same as well. She's getting involved.
Hmm.
Thank you very much. Thank you for chatting.
Thanks,
And
Dr.
well,
Claire.
I'll
Hmm.
speak to you soon, but yeah, you can find this. This will be up on YouTube at some point. But thank you
Hmm.
very much for chatting. And yeah, you do the. I'll just recap. You do year 7 and 8 maths, and you
Hmm.
do 4 IB courses, all in
Yeah.
maths. Don't know how
Yes.
I did
Year
maths.
seven.
I did
Yeah.
maths A
Just
level. I loved it.
mathematics. Hmm.
Pardon?
And I'm also planning to start some courses based on IGCSE, that is International GCSE. Yeah. And
Okay.
apart from that, we'll also have some discussion on the revision courses that we
Yeah.
were about to launch, right? And I
Yeah.
have one more suggestion about that. Like, while we can also launch some discussion forum like GChat, etc., where
Ooh.
students can come online and start, asking their doubts
Yeah.
from the teachers directly if they have any kind of concerns, doubts, etc. They can
Yeah.
post their queries there, and that might help them. Yeah, so we
Okay.
can
Yeah.
discuss about that. We have a lot of time.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that sounds really good.
mhm,
I like this because I talked to and they come up
mhm.
with new ideas. I'm like, I like that. And people can email in the question and you can have a live discussion or record
Yeah,
it. And I like that.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a really good.
that
And
will
we can
help
do
the
that for
students.
all subjects as well, couldn't we?
Hmm.
Really have a live update of any questions and go
Yeah.
from there. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Hmm.
It's endless, isn't it?
All
What we
right.
can do. Yeah, but brilliant. But thank you very much. I'm going to stop recording now and leave let you carry on with the amount of work that you're planning to do. Sounds like a lot, but it'll all benefit everybody. So it's brilliant. Thank
Hmm.
you very much. I will
All
speak to
right.
you
Thank you.
soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Claire. Thank you. Thanks. Bye bye.